Can he get on the end of this? Look at the
And the shot! Vinicius Junior!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's been given away. Pull it. Yamal.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Pele. A header! Pele is flagged offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Liverpool are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Liverpool still have the cards to affect this game. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. They get a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. It's a searching pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Nuno Mendes. Aims beyond the defence. That's a good ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. A probing pass. Thuram cuts it out. Cannavaro. He's shifting through the gears here. And Hullet! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Tunisia find a position of real strength now. And it's Nakata. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Kukçu does really well to win the ball there. And he's intervened well there. That's an imaginative pass.
4 added minutes has been
Pull it.
indicated.
And Yamal. And it's Hullet. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe receives... Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! Time added on, 4 minutes. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that will be the final act. Liverpool suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
And now,
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So, many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Dink through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rijkaard. And it's Nakata. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Van Basten. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. That's beautifully weighted. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And it's Iniesta. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. And he whips it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Driving on and making good progress. Knocks it into space. Nakata defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. Strong running down that left flank. Shot, it's Forlan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, well played, well played. And he's had a hit! And that has skinned the post.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's looking wide. Played back in. That is ended up in no man's land. Nakata. Nakata! Now, who's going to be first to this? So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Royce. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. David Villa. Royce. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe. And it's Royce. Caceres. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Royce. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's Van Basten. Bellingham. Caceres. That's a cute ball. Great ball if he can get there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's quick to snatch it back. Caceres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played in deep. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through.
Mbappe! The captain scores!
Yeah, the captain has gone further up in everyone's estimation after an opener as wonderful as that. The manager will be reviewing his half-time message now.
The goal scorer after 45 minutes.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Has a shot! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. So the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 12, Van Basten. Number 13.
And we're underway again.
Coming on the field.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had it taken off him. It's a really well-measured ball. Sends it crossfield.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Cannavaro running with the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Could be danger here. Cross needs to be good. And it's lofted through here. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. And he's intervened well there. Can he get on the end of this? No, no way through there. Looking for options for movement. And it's been shipped out wide. And here's Bellingham. Oh, important interception. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Rijkaard does well to get it back. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Rijkaard plays a sharp little ball here. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nicked it back promptly. And Messi! It's come back out to him. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Ronaldinho. Now he's got space here. That's been cut out, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chips it through. Struck first time. No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Iniesta really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Number 11, Diego Forlan. Coming on the field is number 15, Mbappe. Substitution.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And that is a little undercooked.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bellingham with the delivery. And that has been knocked clear. He's gone for goal! And that could well leave a mark. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on to replace him is
Defending of the desperate variety.
substitution in
And the
progress.
shot! He's having a go! He should have put that one away.
Caceres has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
He rises! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Ronaldinho. Messi!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Araujo. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Royce. Coming on the field is
And he's managed to get free.
Bukayo Saka.
And he was quick to react.
Added time.
Looking for the run.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Another throw-in. And this is Messi. And he welcomes it in. Shapes to shoot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
On the road outside the stadium.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Nicely aimed pass. Played out to the left flank. Vardiol has it in a wide position. Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Toure with the slide tackle there. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. Caceres made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He has found the way through. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a good run down the left. Looking for the run. And he was alert to it. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on it. Can he get away? Delivery from Mbappe. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Nakata. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. This tries a shot! They've scored!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
After 20 minutes is number 10, Diego Forlan.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Well, the ball's gone astray. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Royce. Mbappe! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Mbappe, he's going for goal! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! How very smart. He just got it right.
It's just really poor from a defensive standpoint. A very soft goal if you look at it. Everyone was busy doing the wrong thing. Someone's really got to be picking him up when he's in that position.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
Can he finish? Now, it's fallen kindly here. They've done it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's good play. Rodri. Good take, and is he in? Iniesta. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Forlan. Nakata crossing. Royce! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Cáceres. Oh, that was vital. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard is there to clear. Bellingham receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. And this is Nakata. And he's heaved it away. Knocks it into space. Threads one in. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rodri couldn't squeeze it through. Ambitious ball here. And here's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe powering forward here. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Araujo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. And they've got a throw. Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Forlan. Mbappe is onto this. It's out for a goal kick. Cannavaro gathers from the goal kick. And it's Royce. Now it's... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard clears. Costa Curta has it out wide and in space. Now it's Van Basten. Royce. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he cuts out the supply. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Number 12, Van Basten.
Great chance here from position A1.
Number 10.
And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Tries to pass it through. Quick look, then plays it in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Dybala! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cannavaro picks it up from the goal kick. Caught offside that time.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Mbappe. Araujo. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Royce, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Royce. Iniesta. Shot could be on.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is...
They've played it short. Delivery from Dybala. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Guardiola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Caceres is there and he can get... Has a shot! There was plenty of power on that. Royce. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's made its way to him. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. And he's away. Big chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Dybala. And now they can clear their lines. Rodri. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Substitution.
Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Royce. Yaya Toure. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he was quick to react. Crossed into the middle. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Dybala. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here. Bellingham looking here to chip it through. Dani Olmo. Donnarumma gets it away. Soboslai. Kirkchu gets into some space. That's good defending in numbers. And now the breakaway, spread neatly. He's onside. Ball is over the line. David Villa. That's the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gets a good foot in there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bellingham. He's through here. Big chance. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Szoboszlai. Bellingham. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Liverpool present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This to make it 1-0. Brilliant save from Donnarumma. That is quite remarkable.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And it's been given away. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Caceres, it's an early cross. Cannavaro clears. Liverpool are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Szoboszlai. Not the most convincing of passes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Engages and forces him off the ball. Caceres. Szoboszlai. That ball looks a good one.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's good running with the ball. Played into space. Nicely worked. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Forlan. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Plays a sharp little ball.
Real chance!
And they've got rid. Szoboszlai. Mbappe. It's a loose ball. Bellingham with it. And he's following up! And that should get the job done. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mbappe.
There's the shot!
Van Dijk. That's Rijkaard. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Villa.
Can he finish?
It's anyone's ball now.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, well played.
Oh, shooting chance!
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Caceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yaya Toure. Well, that has not gone well. Oh no, what has happened here?
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Kukçu.
That gets things going for the second half.
Number 9.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
It's Forlan! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now that looks a decent ball. Nice looking ball. And this is Forlan.
And the finish!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Iniesta. Bellingham. A probing pass. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Liverpool come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Iniesta, and he's there to make the challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that's a fine interception. That's going to go a long way. That's a sharp pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He can get that clear. Tries to pass it through, and he's in on goal. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So the most significant moment of the game.
Coming on the field is number 21, Mbappe.
Well, would you believe that?
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Nicely shaped ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rijkaard. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now that's well seen too. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Shot could be... Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
So much time and space. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been clubbed away. Bellingham! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 7.
He gets big.
Coming on the field.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't.
And the shot! He scores! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's definitely not his best. And this is Van Basten. Bellingham. That's a cute ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Van Basten. And that's been won straight back. Nakata did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Substitution in progress.
And that's another good win of the ball. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Oh, he's been caught napping.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And he opts to go forward. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there. Ambitious ball here. Now, can they get him away? And the pass is intercepted. That's that, the end. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
A quick reminder today.
Your reflections then, Jim.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Leonardo Bonucci. He's as imposing as they come, Peter, and he knows just how to...
He's got tall! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Cruyff, and he plays one through.
Tries a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Drogba. Goes for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Hit into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. Now that looks a decent ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's clever. Nesta cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for the run, and it's been played through.
Can he finish?
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cleared away. Nakata, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Forlan!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent...
It's Forlan! Oh, my word, that is quite something. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for press.
Shot a goal! He scores! And they get themselves in front! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bale could try cutting inside here. Now
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that was vital. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's through, now is he in? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cruyff concedes a free kick for that. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm. Half an hour played now. Played through into space. Now it's Scholes. Great ball. Decent chance! He scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a throw. And back to the keeper. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Aims beyond the defence. Drogba! Iniesta. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. This their second corner of the game. Scholes plays it short. Quick look, then climbs up big! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. So now the difference is three. It's Drogba! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. There's the delivery. And that has been clubbed away. And it's lofted through here. Kukçu. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. Cruyff! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Lahm. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund. Substitution.
Here we go again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post! And reclaimed it in a trice. And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Has a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Edmilson. Yaya Toure. Ambitious ball here. That's been cut out, well played. And that is as far as they're going to go. Edmilson. Drogba. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely bit of skill. Picked out brilliant.
He's having a shot!
And it's hit the woodwork and out. Costa Curta gets good distance on it. Chooses to go back. Nice interception, well timed. Cleared without complication.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Edmilson. Bale. Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Looking for a runner. The less said about that pass, the better. It's a pretty loose pass. Tossed to the back post.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Not the most convincing of passes. It's gone out for a throw-in. Akanji can get it clear. Thuram. That's Bonucci. He steps in, and that's the end of that. But it's Thuram. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Bonucci gets across to intercept that. Oh, this looks sharp. Drogba.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Cruyff. Quality ball. Lahm. And the pass is intercepted. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Can he get it through? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pressing high and with purpose. And this is Cruyff. Yaya Toure. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. Lam. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Bug the division match. Oof. He visto che más. Dug. Vai, I don't know I don't know. So how can this guy now? So you don't go sleep now, you know tell me good night, I don't understand. Man no reach area. As she don drop that thing finish. You go
There is a
sleep
definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Corinthians appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
It's a setup that's being enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! He won't be happy with that one. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Kane shifted it to the flank. Decent progress down the left. He is through here. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Upamecano trying to keep this in. Spread neatly. Well, there's the clearance. Now, can they get it back? Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Roberto
Super
Baggio.
foul.
Liverpool so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Baggio. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Liverpool really could have done without this. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
So... And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi, he gets big! Alexander-Arnold getting... Oh, terror! And again! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Camavinga clears. That is ended up in no man's land. Kokchu. Camavinga running with the ball. Rodri. That's an imaginative pass. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot. It's in. And they're at it again in double quick time. A horrible blip. A horrible blip. A situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Corinthians are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pedri did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And this is Kane. Pass somewhat off target.
Corinthians are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.